Hey guys, happy holidays. It has been a long time since we've been here. Christmas just came in like a freight train. It came in so quick. I've been so busy. Um, your typical stuff that I'm sure all you guys are doing. The cooking, the baking, the wrapping, the decorating, and working. So it's been a little crazy, so I thought I'd come in here and just show you a really fun video of how you can use your polymer clay cutters for more than just cutters. So this is a little pinwheel shape, and I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. And this is I think it's a 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I am making pinwheels. So I've got white and red already done. I didn't want you to have to watch that because it takes a while to stack this up. But basically, I cut out a bunch of shapes in red and white. You can use any color that you want. I bet you these would look really cool in black and white, or a pink and white and a pink, red, and white. You can mix up the colors in your own combinations. And then basically what you're going to do after you use your cutters is you're going to stack them. And my dogs are on the hunt today. They're looking out the window at everybody. We've had so many deliveries. So if you have dogs, you might want to hide them, because I'll guarantee my dogs are going to bark quite a bit this session. So I need 13 for each stack. The reason I'm doing 13 is, you know me, I like to work at least a 1.5 inch length. And I guess keeping track would be nice, right? So there's 5. And you want to stack these as good as you can. So get them as close as you can to them. So that's 9. 10. And we're just going to keep going till we get to 13. We've got all dogs in the neighborhood barking right now. Okay, so basically, there's your stack with this shape. So I'm not going to do much to them, except just kind of shape them a little better and kind of meld them together. Okay, but I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Okay, this is one that I stacked earlier, and I did a really great job of stacking these. Okay. And these, wow. Fabulous. Okay. And then our last one. Okay, so that's got 13. This one just seemed a little bit smaller than all the other ones, so I wanted to make sure. Okay, so you got like a fat end and a thin pointy end. And this one right here needs to be stacked just a little better. Hope you guys are all doing well. Just found out my son has to work Christmas Eve and Christmas. It's his regular shift. And what would we do without our sheriffs that sit there and work the holidays? But it's really hard to get all 3 kids in this house together at the same time sometimes. So I'm kind of bummed that he's not going to be here on Christmas Eve. But we're just going to have to do 2 separate Christmases this year. 2 separate dinners, all that stuff. So it's going to be an interesting year. I'm honestly ready for the first of the year. I'm just so ready for 2022 to be done. Okay, so here we go. We have all 4. All right, so now the fun part is just putting them together. Okay, so basically, you're just going to set your white next to the red. And make sure you set them all facing the right way. Because I almost didn't on that one. Okay, you just want to get them together. And they all fit in there nice and perfect. So make sure that you line them up all the way down. Okay, so that needs to go right next to the white like that. Same with the white, just needs to be really close to that red. Okay, one more red. I'm going to put it right next to it instead of overlapping it. That way all of the other canes are touching that center. So we're going to just open this up like that. And then we're going to close it together. Okay, you don't even have to make a cane. If you just want to make one pinwheel or two for a set of earrings, you just need to cut out, you know, 16 shapes. And you can make it that way, or you can cut out a circle, which would be about a, well, about a 1-inch circle, maybe a little bit bigger. And then just place this on one side of it, and then the back would end up being red. You know, so just like that, and then that side will be the pinwheel. That won't. But this will be fun just to make a bunch of little ones. Okay, and that's it. There's your pinwheel, guys. And so this, I'm just going to reduce it a little bit because there's a lot of air bubbles in here. So now you're just going to kind of play with it and reduce it to get all that air out. And I'm not going to reduce this too much, so it shouldn't take that long for me to do this. These would be great if you want to make like slices for a lollipop. You know, just put it on a cocktail stick, toothpick. I know people call it different things. I use both sometimes. I know the British call it a cocktail stick. It's a little more appealing than a toothpick, but you know what I mean. And I mean, you can take all kinds of different shapes. Like if you can't draw very well and you want to make a cane with a bunny in it, all you got to do is take a bunny cutter and cut out that shape and then surround it in a square or a circle. I'll show you a really quick heart. I don't think we're going to go full bore because I don't think I have that clay out right now. I could also do a video on that if you're interested. Just throw that in the comments. It's pretty much, well, it's kind of the same thing. Okay, so now we've got all this where it's combined. And you got your lines to where you can keep this straight. Ah, that's not good right there. I don't roll it because I don't want a whole bunch of waste. And every time you roll it, you just suck in the ends farther into the middle. And you lose a lot more cane that way. Okay, so I think that's all we need to go. Yeah, that one's going to be a problem child, I think. Okay, we're just going to cut it in half. I don't know how soft this is, so I'm going to do it this way. And there you go. There's your pinwheel, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me show you the heart. We're just going to show you really quick what you can do. I'm not going to do a full version of this unless you want to see it. But it is pretty much exactly what I'm going to show you. So you would basically do the same thing. If you want to do 1 inch, 1.5 inch, you would cut all your hearts. So we're going to just do a real small one here. That one got stuck in there. Okay, and then you would do the same. And you're going to stack it a lot better than I do, though. But again, you can do this with any shape that you have. I've done it with a Zuni bear. I actually did a video on that, but I didn't publish it because it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. And so I didn't do it. Okay, so what do we got? We got five little hearts here. Okay, and we're just going to kind of use one of these. Okay, just to get that shape. Make sure it's perfect with this little point. So this isn't probably going to turn out as good as it normally would if I was taking my time. Okay, so there you go. Now, if you wanted to, you could take a bigger heart, like a, oops, what did I use? I used a 1/2 inch. So you can take a 3/4 of an inch, or you could even take 1 inch. Let me see if I can do a 3/4 inch. I don't think I have any. I should. There we go. Okay. And you can use red like that. Yeah, I probably used a little bit too much on this. I'm just gonna go too high. I can't do too high now. Okay, well, we're gonna see if we can make this work. There's 3. See if I can get one more out of here. And that'll give us our 4. I might have to go to a different color red because I'm running out. So if it's a little off on color, that's okay. Okay, so there you go. Now you have your 4 at a one bigger size than you started that smaller one. Okay. And again, we're going to meld all this really nice. But, and the reason I do this not too high is because of the fact that my cutters are not deep enough. Okay, so there's the red. So the first one we did was 1/2 inch, right? The second one we did was a 3/4 of an inch. We're going to take the 1/2 inch heart again, and we're going to line it all up. And because I'm so far away from the table, I may not line it up perfect, but again, this is just for a demo. Okay, and there you go. And you're going to take the red out of that center, which it came out, so that's perfect. And then you're going to put that 1/2 inch into your 3/4 inch one. Yeah, that's not going to work. I need to go one higher, so we're going to take that center piece and we're just going to do one separate. That's why you kind of got to do it in sections. I usually go 3 white, and then, or pink, or whatever color you're using, and then I'll add the other ones, and then I'll stack them all on top of each other when I'm done. Okay, that one got a little bit too close to the edge. Let me try that one more time. Usually I go one size bigger than the next size, if that makes sense. Okay. Much better. Another thing you can do, if you don't want to stack them, is you can make a really pretty earring just like that by taking a .75 and a 50, putting the 50 in the middle, and then just burnish the top, and you got a cute pair of earrings right here with 2 different colors. You can go 4 different colors. I mean, you can keep going as big as you want. Since this is just a demo, I'm only going to do this. This one was a little harder to get in there. And it's probably because I'm doing this really quickly to show you. Okay. But anyways, you're going to put 2 of them in like that. Okay. And I know this one looks really ugly. It was unfortunately not intended to look like that. But I'm just running out of time today, so. Alright. So now, basically, you're going to want a square. I'm going to have to just add a little bit more. Okay. And what kind of a square would fit on this? This is going to be really small. You know what? That will work. I don't know if I want to waste all this white since I didn't do a fantastic job on this. So I'm just going to go 3 high and then cut some of that excess heart off. Okay, but there's your square, and make sure you use the right side of the cutter. That would usually help much better. Okay, and then you'll stack that again on top like that. Okay, now again, if I want to make a cane that's 1.5 inches, I usually do about 3 stacks of 3 or 4 stacks of 3. And I cut them in stacks of 3, and then I just stack them on top, because obviously for me, you can't make a cutter that's 1.5 inches long. It just won't work. So I think we used, that was the 3/4. I think that's the one that we used. Yes. Okay, so we're just going to put that in that square, and you're going to line it up as good as you can and go all the way down. And this will be every stack that you make, you'll be doing the same thing. Okay, and then when you're done, you're going to come in here. Since it's the same size as that, you just want to make this a little bigger. So you're going to give that heart a little bit of room to sit inside. So I just come in here and I do that. And you could either stick it in like that, or you can do what I do that makes it a whole lot easier. Is I just cut that heart right in half. Okay, and I'll stick that cane right in there. Okay. And like I said, because I made that one too much. Okay, so basically that would be your cane, and now you'll reduce it to whatever size you want. On a heart, you would definitely want to make sure that you're squishing it on both sides. So if not, you'll have it either fat or really, really long. So just do a little bit of each. And then we're just going to cut this. And again, this wasn't made as well as it could be. I can do like a starfish or a Zuni bear or whatever design sounds good to make. So if you want to see that, let me know. And then after the holidays, I'll go ahead and make a really good cane like this. Okay, and if you want, you could cut out the end pieces, put a strip of red. You can border it with red, white, pink, anything. I'm not doing that because, again, this isn't a really great cane. I just wanted to kind of give you some ideas of what you can do. So if you cut into it, hopefully you have a decent heart. Yeah, not quite decent. But anyways, next time I swear, I promise I'll do it a lot better. But then I'm just trying to show you that you can use your cutters for canes. And it helps if you can't draw, or if you can't get consistent shapes and you want to do a whole bunch of them. So like with this, I can reduce it really small. Like I made one of these last week, and I made it really small to where I had 4 in a cane. And then I took that 4 and I made 16. And this would be a really nice veneer. So that's it. If you want to see that in the heart or anything else, let me know. And I will try and do that. But for now, thank you for watching my pinwheel tutorial. I hope you liked it. It's really simple. This will be called a pinwheel, and I should have this up later on tonight, if not this afternoon. Gosh, guys, you guys just keep safe and have a wonderful Christmas. I could take this time right now just to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the encouragement. You know, I hear a lot about YouTube artists that get a lot of negative comments. They say they're constantly deleting comments because they're mean and hurtful, and I'm really sorry for those. But I have to say, I have not had any of those since I've started, and I want to thank you all for that because that means a lot. I'm not a pro at this. I'm basically just like you, playing around, trying to find new things to do. And it's a lot of time. It does take a lot of time to make a video and to just sit down and actually think of what you're going to make. And you guys have just all been really good and there for me, and I really appreciate it. So please, have a happy holiday. Enjoy your family. For those of you that don't have family, it's okay. Enjoy the holiday for what it is. And watch videos on Christmas, and I don't know. I know it's a hard time. I'm missing a lot of family members that are no longer with us. So Christmas is not the same. And I know it's like that all around the world. It's not the same. And the world's not the same right now. So, you know, it's okay to not be okay on Christmas. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to do anything for anybody. If you're just not into it or don't celebrate it at all, just don't. You know, don't feel bad about it. But for everybody that does celebrate it, I want to say happy, or not happy Christmas, happy holidays, but a Merry Christmas. God bless you all. And we'll probably see you by the New Year's. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.